Welcome back. Of course, every vote is important, but as the results roll in tonight, some counties will tell us a little more than others about how Wisconsin will swing.
Naomi Coles is tracking county-level results tonight, and she's here comparing them to past elections. So what are the 5 of the big ones, Naomi, that you're really keeping your eye on?
Yeah, first, as close to home as it gets, Dane County. As of 3 hours ago, the city of Madison had hit 97% of its 2016 turnout. Here's why a bigger turnout matters and why the New York Times put this county on their national list to watch. This county votes by massive margins for Democrats. So an extra 10 or 20,000 votes more here than 4 years ago, that would play a pivotal role in a state that last time was separated by just about 23,000 votes. Secondly and thirdly, Brown and Outagamie, In some ways, the Appleton and Green Bay area is the swingiest in the state. And Democrat strategists say all Biden has to do is a few points better here than Clinton did 4 years ago in order to potentially take the state. The biggest in population of Milwaukee's famously red 3 suburb counties, Trump matching or exceeding the 60% he got here 4 years ago is a good sign for Republicans. Underperforming here would put him under a lot of pressure to make up those votes elsewhere. Now, lastly, Kenosha County. When Republicans win the state, it's usually with Kenosha and vice versa, as you can see as it was in the last 3 major elections. Now, this year, there is more to the story. Political reporter Amy Reed joins us now. Amy, why are both parties watching this county so closely this year?
Right, Kenosha had a lot of national attention in these last few months following the police shooting of Jacob Blake. Both President Trump and former VP Biden visited there as we saw massive protests and unrest. The issues surrounding this are different depending on if you lean Republican or lean Democrat. For Republicans, Trump has pushed a law and order message, and we can see how that would resonate by looking at data from Pew Research. Violent crime was the second biggest issue for likely Trump voters, 74% saying this is very important for their vote. That's compared to 46% of Biden voters who said the same. For them, this is very different, and it's presented in a very different way. Police shooting Jacob Blake plays into a long narrative about how black people and other racial minorities are treated in this country. For Biden voters, that's the 3rd biggest issue in deciding their vote, according to Pew. 76% of them said this was very important. That's compared to 24% of Trump voters who said the same. But recent events aside, the #1 issue, according to Pew, is the economy, which is top for Democrats and Republicans. It's also an issue Trump has stayed strong on throughout his time in office here in Wisconsin. Now, Naomi and I will be keeping a close eye on the Wisconsin map throughout the night.
All right, Amy.